Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate the crystal robbery and spate of abductions, crimes in which we believe are connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that we have any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Abashina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions will be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so it would seem that's a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Here we go. Hi, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it? Nymphilia sent word that an adventure fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. Yeah, my word that I'll do all I can to see to help the victims safely return. Alrighty. Isambard of Camp Drybone is seeking help to solve mystery of the problem. Let's get right to it then. Nymphilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. Do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness of all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers here at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. What a tongue twister. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Poor souls deserve a proper burial. I will see to the dead before mongrels catch their scent, and I know not if the Amalja still linger. Could you secure their remains for me, friend? You'll find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in the area. Good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yep. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, with the Amalja, did you see any? Surely that such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. So if they were Amalja remaining, after all, I fear as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more than what meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not count for people going missing in these kind of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. Even if there were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. Maybe among them we maybe find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it to be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I wager he's at the end quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. dust. Burp. Well, gods be you're the adventurer who threatened me back on Luda. What in the seven hells do you want from me now? Oh my god, this dude wanting some pussy. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours isn't barred. He's drunk. He's drunk off his ass because I stopped him from getting tail. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. Or with all the disappearances, you can talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Please, sir, just leave me be. I have nothing to say about this. Thought I'd take you over has been feeding off us little folk. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Sheesh. Squirrely. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them terrified. There's been talk of folk getting adopted, but if you ask me, they still be up and moved to a better place. The place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. People in that bad of a situation don't exactly have the money to move anywhere. Welcome back, Kalanu. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. Common folk are nothing if not reverent to their religious beliefs. Perhaps if we speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. If we should know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we have no better place than ask the Church of Saint Adama Ladama. It is a small but humble church found to the northwest of here. So as long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be borne to a burial. Trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the Lichard. He'll tell you where the body is to be interred. Okay. I am Marcus. Yes, a body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take a path and lay him to rest there. Okie doke. Jeez. Alrighty. This is a beautiful overlook. May they walk in the Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I can't help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She's been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me, you'll find Sister Orson within the church walls. You have done us a service by bearing a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Shall I learn of anything pertinent, I'll be sure to share the information with you. Only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep indeed. He seems now to prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe took offense at this conduct. I must have words with Marcus, and soon. Oh boy. He already started. Here we go. Thank you, Kalanu. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. We're able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Kalanu? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred. I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning and what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth of the notion that common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors away from prying eyes. Who better than take these pious unawares than she who takes confession, our good sister Orson herself. Orson? She wouldn't. She couldn't! Even the most beautiful roses may have thorns, my friend. Would you be wise to keep an eye on this rose? Still, the leech keeper Marcus. I'd swear that to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Who could be thinking about? Who knows? Sister Orson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, it's not uncommon for her to be speaking to the children. But no, it cannot be she. Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, and if you see, cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. Okay, head up there. Please help. Sister Orson went out on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking after it. Looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Okie doke. Let's see what kind of monsters these are. Dead. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I'll see it safely back to him. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? Gods forfend. I secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for mementos for orphans, and risking your own well-being in doing so, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us to believe. So Thancred's the one up to it. Gonna have to do something about him. I'm well glad I reserved a room for Sister Orson. Seems she received greater injuries from her attacks than she initially let on. Thankfully, she expected to make a full recovery. But now, on the other hand, Thancred had come looking for you once more. He left word that he'll be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. Pray the two of you will be able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. I think he's about to stab me in the back. The bastard. Time to take out Thancred. Like the bitch he is. I am not going to let him stab me in the back. Did you a Chocobo Porter? Do not tell me this is your first visit. Of course, I did not unlock it.